All right, so this is my first like interest-oriented video for the channel. And I was just thinking for like 10 seconds what I might want to start on. I was thinking of a certain like social or like a current event that happened that I might want to give an opinion on. But then I thought maybe that's starting too strong for the beginning and too like controversial. Um, so I thought that I would just do something just fun. And I just thought of, well, first I was like, oh, maybe talk about like evolution and just like how cool that is. And then I thought, Then I thought of like aliens and space. Well, at first I thought of space, and I was like, oh, space, life, aliens. So I thought I would just talk just for 3 minutes about, or maybe 5 minutes, about the possibility of other life and other intelligent life. So first of all, the universe is huge, beyond like it's just way bigger than most people realize. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but I know it's hundreds of billions of stars. I think in the galaxy. I think that's right, like 200 billion. I think, and I think it's like average of one planet per star, something like that. But that's almost not important because there's like hundreds of billions of galaxies in the observable universe. I think it's something like that. And then beyond that, not that we'll ever reach there, but scientists think that the observable universe is just, you know, it's it's very likely that what we see as the observable universe, which is hundreds of billions of galaxies, is, you know, nothing compared to what the rest of it actually is. That it may be infinite, so that it's just a speck compared to what the rest of the universe actually is. So it's basically infinite. Um, and just going by how life came, or arose on Earth, which the leading theory is that it did arrive, or that it did arise on Earth and not from another planet. I mean, it just makes sense. Like, I'm not a scientist, and I don't know the exact details. And actually, scientists don't know the exact details on how life forms from chemistry. But to me, it just makes sense. I mean, it makes sense in the sense that, like, why not? Why not have that have that be the story? Have that be the situation? Have that be the case of how it happened? That so the Earth so the Earth formed from all the matter that's orbiting around the sun, or all the planets formed in that way. They created their orbits, all the matter in their orbit. So the Earth is, very, very hot. And then there was the moon impact that formed the moon. But basically, it cooled down, and then it just make sense that the all of the elements that we're made of in our bodies are on the Earth, and it's very, very hot, and it's cooling down. So there's temperature changes, and there's pressure changes. There's all the gravity that's pulling it together, and it doesn't make sense that just over time, and how I mean, and then it started raining, and then I assume lightning storms at some point, but to me it just seems likely. I don't know I don't whatever. Okay, this is kind of getting boring and not a good video. But anyway, so anyway, it seems likely that life would form on a small rocky planet with a moon, given enough time. So I mean, there's almost an infinite number of situations like the Earth, throughout our galaxy and all the galaxies around us. So like, it just seems like inevitably that this would happen. So that's one question on like the possibility of other life arising and other intelligent life arising. I would think that, but likely both of those have happened or are going to happen or are happening elsewhere. But then the question comes of if we can ever meet them. And then you hear people talking about how because it takes so long for life to evolve um, into intelligence, or into intelligent life, and because we don't even know what happens when you get sufficiently intelligent and technology gets increasingly, just if you mismanage it, it's increasingly likely to wipe out the entire species. Then at the moment, we think it might be unlikely for us, or for two intelligent, life or civilizations to meet, just because it might be the case that many intelligent life or species kill themselves by accident or by malicious purpose. But yeah, but in terms of if it can happen, and if it, yeah, I definitely think, like, I think unless there is some kind of unless we're like in a simulation, so I mean, like, unless we are in a universe that there is something behind the scenes doing something, like, it just seems, I forgot what my point is going to be, but it seems likely. I was going to say that I would bet that, of course, somewhere else in the observable universe there has been, or there is, or there is going to be intelligent life somewhere else. Like, like, unless this universe is engineered so that we are the only one, which doesn't make sense that that's the case, then it seems just incredibly likely that there is intelligent life somewhere else, or that there has been, or that there will be. So yeah, but the other question is if we're ever gonna meet, if two of them are ever gonna meet. And in one sense, it almost. I've never really. How long is this getting? 7 minutes. I guess I can, whatever. I was gonna say that it almost doesn't really matter if we'll ever get to meet another intelligent life form. Well, well, it would matter for the civilization as a whole, for our civilization as a whole. It would matter on this, depending on what the result of that meeting would be. It would give how much that's going to matter for us. Because if they're super intelligent, if they're like way beyond us, and we meet them, and then either they kill us, or just us knowing them and our relationship with them, would like give our technology level a huge boost, and like really just completely accelerate our progression towards both technologically and just like as a species, like consciously. So basically just accelerating our progress towards being a better civilization. But I suppose it doesn't matter in the sense that, like, there isn't objective meaning in the universe. We make our own meaning through the love that we have with our families, or just with everyone in the world. So in that sense, it doesn't matter if we find them or not, because we're still going to. That's not very much a part of our meaning that we make for ourselves. And it doesn't really matter in terms. It doesn't. I would say it probably doesn't really. It doesn't really matter in terms of our science. It would matter in terms of our science, in the sense that, like, we would get a lot more science probably if we would be able to have a relationship with another intelligent species. But it wouldn't matter in terms of us, like, confirming or denying anything about our own biology. Well, let me put it. Except for if we can study their biology, and then we would understand a lot more about our biology and just biology in general. And yeah, so I don't even know. I don't know if this video is good, but I think I might just keep it anyway, just because it's my first one, and they'll just, I presume they're gonna get better. I guess I'll just keep it. Yeah. All right. All right. Bye. See you in the next video.